One of the biggest investing mistakes that beginners make is thinking that opening a Roth IRA means that they're investing. It does not. In fact, you can successfully open a Roth IRA and still have $0 invested. And that's exactly where a lot of beginners get confused. They know a Roth IRA is important, they've heard it before, they know that they should probably have one, but they don't really understand what it is, how it works, and what they're supposed to do after opening it. And the good news is that the entire process is much simpler than most people actually think. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys exactly what a Roth IRA is, how it works, and also how to set one up step by step. And my goal for the end of this video is that you'll know exactly what to do if you're ready to get started. So let's begin with the most important concept. What is a Roth IRA? One of the most common beginner investing misconceptions is thinking that a Roth IRA is an investment, but it is not. A Roth IRA is an account. You can think of it like a container, and inside of the container you can hold investments. Things like index funds, ETFs, and other investments can go inside of a Roth IRA. The simple way to picture it is like this. The Roth IRA is the box, and the investments are what go inside of the box. And this really confused me when I first started learning about investing. I thought that opening a Roth IRA automatically meant that I was investing, but it doesn't. The account and the investment are two completely separate things. And once you understand that distinction, the rest of the process becomes much easier. So how does a Roth IRA actually work? At a basic level, the process looks kind of like this. You open a Roth IRA, you contribute money, you choose investments. Those investments have opportunities to grow over time. For example, imagine that you contribute $100 to a Roth IRA. Then you invest that $100 into a broad index fund. If that investment grows over the course of time, the value of your Roth IRA can grow along with it. That's the simple version. One reason that Roth IRAs are so popular is that they give your investments a place to grow for future retirement while also offering potential tax advantages for qualifying withdrawals later on in your life. The exact rules can vary, and they can also change over time. So it's important to verify the current IRS guidelines. But for today's video, the key thing to understand is simple. A Roth IRA is a retirement account designed to hold your investments. And now that you know what it is, let's actually set one up. Before opening a Roth IRA, you'll first want to make sure that you're eligible to contribute. There are income limits and eligibility rules that can apply. And since those rules can change over time, I recommend checking with the IRS guidelines before making any decisions. For most people, this step will only take a few minutes. And once you've confirmed your eligibility, you're ready to move forward. Step 2. Choose a brokerage. This is where many beginners get stuck. In fact, some people spend more time researching brokerages than they spend actually opening an account. The goal is not finding the perfect brokerage. The goal is choosing a reputable brokerage and getting started. There are several well-known brokerages that offer Roth IRAs. Personally, I use M1 Finance because I like the automation features, and I also like that you have these little pies so your money automatically gets allocated in the specific percentages that you set up. And if you want to check out M1 Finance for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description and you can feel free to check it out. It is an affiliate link and it also supports this channel, so thank you very much if you go and check it out. But whether you use M1 Finance or another reputable brokerage, the important thing is understanding the process and simply taking action. Don't let comparison paralysis stop you from getting started. Step 3. Gather your information. Before actually opening the account, you typically want a few pieces of information ready. This often includes your social security number, your address, your basic employment information, and also your bank account information. Most people can gather everything that they need in less time than it takes to watch this video. And once you have those items ready, the actual setup process is usually pretty straightforward. Step 4. Open the account. Now it's time to actually open the account. The screens may vary slightly depending on the brokerage, but the process is usually the same. You'll typically create an account, choose Roth IRA, enter your personal information, verify your identity, link your bank account, and that's usually it. At this point, many beginners think that they're finished, but this is actually where one of the biggest mistakes happen. And really quickly, if you're enjoying this simple step-by-step finance guide, please consider subscribing to the channel. The whole goal of my channel here is to make personal finance easier to understand and easier to act on. And now let's talk about the mistake that many beginner investors make after opening their account. Opening the account is not the same thing as investing. This is one of the most important lessons in the entire video. Many beginners open the account, see the confirmation screen, and assume that they're done. But you can successfully open a Roth IRA and still have $0 invested. An empty Roth IRA is still empty. Once the account is open, you'll need to transfer money into it. This is called funding the account. And without funding the account, nothing is actually being invested. And unfortunately, this is where most beginners accidentally stop. And now we're at the step that most videos kind of skip. And it's arguably one of the most important ones. Once the money is inside of your Roth IRA, you need to choose investments. Remember earlier when I said that Roth IRAs are kind of like containers? This is where that concept becomes really important. The account holds the investments, but the account itself is not the investment. For many beginners, broad index funds are one of the first investment types that they learn about because they provide diversification across many different companies. Instead of trying to find one winning stock, broad index funds allow investors to own small pieces of many companies all at the same time. And most beginners spend way more time worrying about which investment to choose than they spend actually opening the account. But the reality is that understanding the basics and getting started is usually more important than trying to build the perfect portfolio on day one. The exact investments that make sense depend on your goals, your timeline, and your risk tolerance. But the key takeaway is this. Opening the account is not the final step. Investing the money is. Inside of my own personal Roth IRA, I have 5 holdings currently. I have VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. I also have VTG, the Vanguard Information Technology Growth ETF. I also have VXUS, which is the Vanguard Total International Fund. And then I have the VNQ, which is the Vanguard Real Estate Fund. And then last but not least, I have good old boring bonds. I have the BND ticker symbol, the Vanguard Total Bond ETF. This is a very balanced overall portfolio, and so far it's done pretty good for me. Now moving on to the next step in the process, which is automatic contributions. This is personally one of my favorite steps, automation. Many people think that investing success comes from making great decisions every month, but in reality, one of the most powerful decisions is actually just creating a system that requires fewer decisions. For example, if you automatically contribute $100 per month, that's $1,200 invested over a year without needing to remember 12 separate transfers. Automation helps create consistency, and consistency is often what long-term investing is all about. This is actually the same concept that I discussed in my retirement blueprint video. The easier a system is to maintain, the more likely you are to stick with it. And if you ever feel overwhelmed, remember this acronym, OFIA. OFIA. It stands for Open, Fund, Invest, and Automate. Those 4 steps are the entire process. O stands for Open the Roth IRA, F stands for Fund the account, I stands for Invest the money, and A stands for Automate future contributions. Open, Fund, Invest, and Automate. OFIA. That's the entire system. And before we wrap up, let's cover 4 common mistakes that I see people make. Mistake number 1 is opening the account but never actually funding it. Mistake number 2 is funding the account but never investing the money. Mistake number 3 is going to be waiting for the perfect time to start. Mistake number 4 is going to be overcomplicating the investment choices before learning the basics. A simple system that gets implemented is usually better than a perfect system that never actually gets to start. So let's recap. A Roth IRA is not an investment. It is an account that holds investments. To get started, open the account, fund the account, and then choose investments for that money to go. And also automate future contributions. That is it. The process is actually much simpler than most beginners expect. And the big lesson is this. Opening a Roth IRA is only the first step. Funding it, adding investments to it, and consistently contributing over time are what complete the process. The next step is simple. Choose a brokerage, gather your information, and take the first step towards opening your Roth IRA. And if this video helped you out, you may want to go watch my Never Fail Retirement Blueprint video where I show you how a Roth IRA fits into the complete retirement system. And with that, that is going to conclude the content of today's video, but thank you so much for watching, and like always, I will see you guys later. Disclaimer, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Always do your own research. All right, bye everybody.